Hey, how's it going? So, reality, when we sit there and say, oh, there's other versions of reality because this didn't happen in my reality, um, it's all bullshit. There's only one reality, and there's multiple thoughts about reality. In fact, everything is thought, everything is a mental construct. I'll expound on this more later. But there is no finite particle that all the matter in the universe exists from. Meaning, if you shrink yourself to the size of an atom, like you could actually, if you shrink yourself small enough, you'd find there's vast amounts of space between the atomic particles, like in a table. And if you shrink yourself even smaller and smaller, those particles that make up an atom, there's vast amounts of space between those particles. If you just shrink yourself small enough to those particles, you'd find the same thing. And it would go on and on and on forever. This has been proven, quantum physically speaking, that actually at a quantum subatomic level, there is no really a finite particle. Everything behaves somewhat like a wave. And, we have this experience. We think, oh, this is real. It's only perception. It's like having a television that has 300 channels. You look up there and you can change through the channels and see different versions of something that looks real, but is really not even. And that's kind of what life is. We don't understand a lot of things. It's like we don't say, like if the television, each version is a different TV. So yeah, going small enough, you're never going to come to the end of it. And it's the same thing on the macro scale. Our universe is like a cell. There's a nuclei and then it expands out, and just as an example, I actually have a reason to believe this is what actually is. There's a thin layer of what we would call the coarse material belt, where everything we view as physical is physical, and as you expand out, vast amounts of distance, way further than anything we can perceive in our physical galaxies, just vast distance of space, you'd come to the edge of our cell. If you go through that cell, you find not really touching us, but around us, other cells that go on forever and ever. And if you was to go out big enough, you'd find all these cells make up a particle that makes up another cell, a big cell. And that cell is part of an atom in a larger universe. And it's just bullshit. So that's what I'm here to say, is reality is just bullshit. We just don't understand. I'll expand on this more later. I'm not going to make these thoughts into long. They're long and rambling as it is. So I'll make them short and rambling. Take care.